Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I wanted to give you a quick overview of the new and current content that I wanted to address. And we have two events going on. New Year's event has been updated and we got the second shop with EX stage, so it seems like this event won't receive any more updates, and now we have 2 weeks to farm it and get everything we need from those shops. But also battle ranking has begun, and for the first time we have 2 magic battles. Normally we had 1 magic and 1 physical, but this time it's both magic, and I think it's to push both banners. Zetantratil is Magic Earth and Materia Guardian is Magic Fire, so better hope your Magic Fire and Earth teams are good. My Magic Fire and Earth most certainly are not, but garbage will do, and I will cover ranking events in more detail in a separate video soon. And also next Wednesday we will get FF7 chapter with playable Sid, and they started running campaigns on Twitter to promote it. But I think together with Japanese account we have reached the highest milestone to get all the rewards so far. So yeah, get ready for Sid with his launch banner, and I'm just curious whether they will give him a featured launch banner or it will be another limit break banner similar to how Vincent and Angel got one. We also have a new outfit for Cloud, and sadly it is not a free event outfit to celebrate New Year, but it's, in my opinion, a pay-to-lose outfit that you would need to pay up to $120 to get. And this outfit has the same R ability as Nanaki's Rebirth outfit with 15% ice and fire damage and 20% defense to those 2 elements, but we have Cloud's Arcanum outfits that increase elemental damage by 35%, so stat-wise I consider this outfit very mediocre for a DPS character, and therefore I consider it paid to lose, because you would need to spend up to $120 for this, which is insane in my opinion. But it's also a Murasame outfit reskin, but I really like this color scheme, and if I had it I could see myself using it as a skin, because I think it actually looks very good. But if it was free event outfit for everyone, I would say it's one of the very best free outfits we have gotten so far, because the stats are not great, but they are not bad, and it looks great, but sadly it's not. And the only way to acquire those medals is to buy packs that have those New Year's medals in them, and since you need 30 of them, in worst case you would need to buy 2 $60 packs just to get enough. And what's worse is that from those campaign missions we have gotten 2 boxes, and then it was just RNG how many medals you get. I can guess there were only very few lucky people who managed to get 30, but for the rest of us you need to buy packs just to get the rest of them. And I really think it's such a missed opportunity, and they just should have given us that fixed number in those boxes, for example 15 medals in each box without any RNG, so that everyone could get that outfit. Simple as that. But instead they give us a stat-wise very mediocre reskin outfit that costs up to $120, and I think it's just so unnecessarily predatory. But if you want to buy it, I wouldn't blame you, since the reskin looks great, and personally I'm not spending any money on that reskin, but if anyone managed to hit that jackpot, congrats to you lucky bastards. But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm very happy for anyone who managed to get the outfit for free. Then we have a shop, well actually 2 shops by now, and New Year 2025 is Aerith and Tifa's shop, and battle ranking is just for Vincent, since now they do shops only for featured characters on the banners those shops get released with. But Vincent is standard packs with only Vincent parts and tickets, so if you want to get any Vincent parts, this is the perfect place for you. And in my opinion, the highlight is the New Year's shop, which, to be honest, for the most part is just a standard shop with same packs, contents and prices we always get. And the only difference is that on some of those packs you get extra medals, that you can later exchange for Cloud outfit or some few other items. But the only real good deal here is that Tifa and Aerith pack that cost 3000 red crystals each. And these also are standard packs with standard price, and they always have those character tickets and 100 character specific weapon parts. But this time you also get 10 tickets for that 50% 5-star guarantee draw, and on top of that you also get 10 premium tickets. Initially premium tickets weren't part of it, but later they added it because some people thought that you'll be able to pull on the banner with those purple tickets. And I bought that Aerith pack, and that's the only thing I bought from those New Year's stores. But I bought it as soon as we got new content, so I got my premium tickets in mailbox that I will keep them there until I will want to use them, because if you have premium tickets you can choose whether you want to pull with crystals or tickets. And if you're curious, those premium tickets will expire in a year if you keep them in mailbox. So yeah, if you have red crystals, I think it's very much worth to get both of those packs simply because of their value and contents. And when we got New Year's content, I think for a few days we had a big pack that cost 5000 red crystals. It was pretty much the same as this one, but it was combined Aerith Tifa 3000 pack with 100 character weapon parts for each and premium tickets, but I think it only refreshed for maybe 3 days or so. But yes, it was expensive because it was pretty much this but for 2 characters, but it was definitely a good deal to get even more Aerith and Tifa parts with premium tickets. Oh, and lastly, the Crystal Boost shop, which I have almost forgotten about. We get them rarely during some big event, and I think they definitely are the best packs to buy if you want to just stock up some crystals to either buy packs, premium tickets, or just hold them for the future. And these two also have a similar value as well. But if I want to buy a pack in a store, personally it's always this $60 pack with character specific weapon parts, simply because yes, I get some red crystals but also those weapon parts. And I'm sure I mentioned before, I consider those character specific weapon parts the most valuable resource in a game, because even if you get unlucky on a limited banner, you can still use those parts to overboost the weapon further. So yes, crystal packs give you the most amount of crystals for the price, but they don't come with any weapon parts. And also I'm just sharing what I personally could or would prioritize if I would want to spend money and buy a pack. But of course I'm not saying that other packs are worse or you shouldn't buy them, but only that I personally don't see the value and rather save to buy one weapon parts pack than some other smaller packs. But also it's just my perspective, and it depends on what kind of spender you are and how money you spend on a game. Also regarding the Sephiroth Crash 3, it was late when I learned about mobile version having issues with Cura not going off as intended, and I did that crash many times on my own account to run reliably to make a guide, because I always do guides for hard battles this way, and then I cleared it a few more times for a few friends and guildmates, and personally I had no issues with this battle at all, like technical issues. And then I heard about the Cura issue on mobile and I got curious why it wasn't working, and I thought I could share what I figured out. It wasn't a glitch nor a bug, it was an oversight and the frame rate was causing this issue. It's not that uncommon that the frame rate can affect the gameplay in different ways. For example, Dark Souls 2 originally ran at 3 FPS and had a mechanic where weapons would break down over time. Then they released a new version of the game that's run at 60 FPS for new consoles, and it had an issue of weapons breaking down twice as fast because of more frame rates registering weapons slicing through something. Or another example is Destiny 2. At higher frame rate it would improve your damage output, give you an unfair advantage, for example in PvP. So it's not that uncommon, but I certainly didn't expect to see it in a mobile game. But Ever Crisis is locked at 30 FPS on all mobile devices, and I'm running Ever Crisis at 60 FPS on PC, but when I switched to 30 FPS, that's where I started to encounter that same exact issue. Cura became very unreliable and inconsistent, and it was more of a chance if it would work. Because of that slower frame rate, game was slightly less responsive. And it wasn't a big difference, but this was the source of the issue. Because they develop all games on PC, I can only guess they tested the battle to check if everything works, and assume that at 30 FPS it would be the same, but it wasn't. And it could have been such a simple fix by programming the Octa Prime with 1 1-second delay to make up for that slightly slower response time, so that it would work every time, just as it was intended. So yeah, it is very disappointing that such oversight was the cause, especially on such important boss as Sephiroth, because I'm sure that many people wouldn't really care if it was any other random boss. And I wish they would just adjust it and rerun this battle so that everyone has a fair chance to clear it. But I know it likely will not happen, but I just wanted to share my own private investigation. But yeah, that would be all. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.